Today we're going to be looking at a shooter from Irem. Yes, I know what you're thinking, but sadly there is no Famicom version of R-Type. I did own the TurboGrafx version of that, which I adored. No, today we're going to be playing Image Fight. Now, this is a game I barely remember, I have to admit. In fact, even the EGM review of the NES release referred to the original arcade version as barely seen. They did review it better than I remember, because I think I avoided this game based on my belief it was reviewed fairly mediocre. Yes, it was definitely an arcade game, and one I've never seen in person. On first glance, it certainly seems alright, and it was also ported to the PC Engine. It looks like a pretty close conversion, even if the sprites look super large. They also did a sequel exclusive to the PC Engine CD-ROM, which, with the expected cutscenes and maybe not much else to really recommend it. Something to acquire. What actually drew me to Image Fight here was the neat back label. Since I'm mostly just collecting bare cartridges, I'm kind of drawn to these ones that do something interesting or creative with their designs, and I like how they made the back label like the backside of a box, kinda. Although it's hard to convey in video, it's surprisingly heavy. And there must be some serious chips in this thing, because it feels pretty hefty in the hand. It's surprising that way. So as a spaceship shooter, it seems fairly ordinary in most respects, but its basic premise is clearly seeped in the speculative fiction of 1980 cyberpunk and the concept of virtual reality. Keep in mind, this was still some years before virtuality had made the scene in the early 90s, and even before the virtual combat training sequence of Macross Plus, which this game seems to most close to mimic. None of this window dressing really affects the play of the game, though, but it's a cute detail that they threw in there. So anyway, with all that being said, let's actually, slip on those VR glasses and dive into the net of Image Fight. Okay, here we are. Image Fight, 1989, 2 years after R-Type. And I guess, given the choice, this is one of those things the Master System owner could get you over on. I'd rather play R-Type than this, really, but it's not terrible. We'll get into it, it's fine. They actually do a pretty good job of replicating the arcade game, like the backgrounds, the intro, everything. It looks and plays pretty close in a lot of ways. So the A button controls your speed down here. You can manually control your speed instead of getting speed pickups. And the other button obviously is shoot. There's no smart bombs. There's no auto fire either, so prepare to give your thumb a workout here. It's a very, very busy background. Like, there's a lot of pretty impressive graphics going on in the background. I'm sure that's part of the reason for the whole, the chips in there. I'm gonna try and pay attention. I sure did a practice run before this and did not do too well. So the pickups that you get, like the little bit units, they change color from blue to red before you pick them up. The blue ones just shoot straight ahead, and the red ones, as you can see here, are sort of reactive. They face the opposite direction to where you're moving, kind of like if you ever played Under Defeat on the Dreamcast or the HD version on PlayStation 3, which is what I have. It's sort of the same kind of system. So I'm definitely going to do my best not to get myself killed here. It's deceptively hard. Like, it's actually a really difficult game, I've found. And I think part of that is just the way that the sprites and the bullets kind of blend into the background a bit. Like, nothing really pops, because they try so hard to get the backgrounds right compared to the arcade version. So details kind of get lost, I think. Okay, we're doing better. So we now get our armor frame. Got some additional firepower. Okay, we should be good to go until the boss here. This is making me happy now. So these early stages do not... Okay, there's another armor frame, but I already got an armor frame, so I can't pick this up. Yeah, at a first glance, this doesn't obviously seem like a very ambitious game, but it's fairly impressive, I guess. Now we just wait. Excuse me. It's an NES scrolling shooter when the background goes away for the boss, because they can't handle the boss and the background at the same time, because the bosses are technically the background. Oh no! Did I really do that? Wow! Oof! My goodness, I'm not playing too well. Yeah, the checkpoints in this game are pretty brutal. As they were in R-Type, to be fair. In fact, R-Type is probably worse in terms of checkpointing. In R-Type, especially Super R-Type, you start right back at the start of the level. Yee boy. Yep. So Irem is always pretty brutal when it comes to checkpoints. Yeah, this is actually pretty early in the level too, isn't it? Oh boy. Okay, well, we'll keep it going until I run out of lives here anyway, at least. I ought to at least try and show off the second level. I mean, that's got to be a thing, right? Because that is a pretty cool level, I guess. Like, this is typical stuff, but the second level is when you kind of get the bigger scrolling battle stations, battleships, whatever. If you remember the third stage of R-Type, where you're scrolling over through the, there's a big battleship that you're kind of going around. This is sort of similar, where you're scrolling by large battleships, taking out the cannons on the sides and stuff. So let's at least try and get to that boss so we can see that stuff. And then we'll call it quits. Oh, I really almost bit it there, didn't I? I almost was not paying attention to those bullets. Those big laser cannons you saw there will shoot sideways at you. Alright, let me just do this. I just have to, because you noticed that when I picked up that armor frame, I can't shoot my regular bullets straight forward anymore. They just go diagonally. So I gotta try and get this guy diagonally instead of trying to go straight on, because that's not gonna work. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. This should be doable. Yeah, we almost got this. By the way, if you try and get to the same level as him up at the top of the screen, he kind of does what the Haunt does in Binding of Isaac, where he just shoots across the screen at you. So don't do that. So presumably there are 5 levels in this game based on that screen. Okay, now we're moving because we're in space. Oh, I wish I could get that frame. Oh, this frame right here I want. Okay. I've only got one cannon shooting at the side. That's not awesome. Oh, there we got him anyway. Okay, now there should be 2 coming up. Just gotta wait for it. Yeah, it's a slow game, really. It's kind of ponderous. I mean, look how long I'm waiting for the next set of enemies to appear. There we go, finally, right? Yeah, like I said, I never saw this game in the arcade. It's there are better ways to play this game now, I guess, if you really want to get down to it. If you're interested in playing it, you can... Okay, that's good. I feel like the PC Engine version might be the one to get, or to play. I say to get, but I'm sure the physical version of the PC Engine game costs way more than the Famicom cart does. You can get this as a Famicom cart for relatively cheap. It's not... oh man, that sucks. Yeah, this is one of those games where if you don't shoot the power-up, then it will kill you because it's a physical object on the screen, so be aware of that. I like the music here, it's pretty good. I don't know if the my retro bit is really doing the sound effects and the music justice, really. It's hard to say. I haven't tried this in original hardware yet because it's just a pain with the adapter to get it in and out of the toaster-style NES, so... Oh boy, yeah, another wait. This is kind of why yeah, it's okay. It's an okay game. It's alright, but boy, it does not respect your time. Oh, this is brutal. Yeah, that was going to happen. One more life, is that it? If you want to see your lives, you got to press pause to see your score in your life. So let's just play this out, and we'll send you home after this. Oh, I made a mistake. I should wait till it turned red. Now I'm really boned. So I can't shoot those cannons at the side. I got no way to shoot sideways. Yeah, that's it. Alright, well. Alright, that's it. That's Image Fight. It's okay. Let's bounce out of this and get you home. Alright, that was Image Fight. Probably not a game that will continue to hold my attention, given how hard it is and how much more fun games like Raid and Trad and Space Megaforce are, but it's a pretty quality 8-bit shooter for its time. Anyway, thanks for diving into virtuality with me today, and hopefully I'll catch you next time.